Assassin's Creed Mirage. This was supposed to be a return to the stealth originals. In the last fucking 6-7 years, whatever, they reimagined Assassin's Creed as like an action forward game with RPG leveling system and upgrade tree and abilities and unlocks and everything like that. From like a stealth game where you're supposed to basically be screwed if you alert too many guys at once and you can't really fight your way out. My experience with the series, I fell off a while ago. I did the Ezio collection. I did like the whole trilogy of Assassin's Creed 2 and its side releases. And I think the whole Desmond story concluded and everything like that. And then I was kind of out. Once I found out that that shit was over, I was kind of out. Because I loved that shit. God, my original experience of Assassin's Creed 1, like I feel like the marketing like pulled the wool over our eyes. You know what I mean? And I just thought it was a historical game. And come to find out there's like this huge science fiction undertone to the whole shit. And that was what I was into. I was like, fuck the history stuff. I only cared about the sci-fi shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was really cool to me. And to see the series like move away from that, it's just disappointing. Probably because, you know, they're trying to like onboard new fans like 8 games in because they put fucking 2 games out every fucking year. You know what I mean? And so they're just like, forget this narrative that you have to follow the games to understand, just try to get these casuals in the door. But they sort of moved away from that. And so I was like, fuck Assassin's Creed. So I was kind of intrigued that they reimagined the series. And so anyway, I was listening to podcasts when it first launched, and people were saying like, oh, it's back to the original, you can't fight your way out. You can't fight your way out. Like, it's over if you get sighted. It's over. And I want to call bullshit. I put the difficulty up. I would accidentally sight someone and just fight them all off like fucking John Rambo. 13 guys in a row. And I call bullshit that it was hard and that you had to do stealth. I don't know why people were saying that. Like, do I really believe that a professional reviewer who has a podcast like sucks at games? Or was he just buying into the narrative that it was supposed to be, you know, hard and stealth based? There was even overpowered abilities to the point. I had a smoke bomb. I think I took a video of this. It was almost a joke, dude. I had a smoke bomb. I could throw that shit at my feet when there's like 8 enemies around me. It would stun every single one of them. And then I could go around one by one, shanking them in the neck. All 8 of them. And this was a consumable that you could carry like 5 of these fucking things and just replenish them at the shop. It was like way overpowered. It was silly by the end, dude. And like I said before, I never really cared about the historical story. And the greater importance, even the game basically admitted this, is the importance wasn't necessarily Altair's life in the original game. It was that you had to live through his life to synchronize your memories better so you could see one particular memory at the end. Not to say it wasn't interesting, but that was literally the science fiction story was more important. And then you play a game like Mirage where it's just 100%, and I just didn't care. I don't care about the characters. I don't think they're that memorable or that cool. Just like some fucking guy. I don't know, dude. It just didn't resonate with me like that. I did come away from it being like, oh man, like I'm nostalgic for Assassin's Creed, and I want to start getting back into the games. Like I picked up my old save file for Origins, which was the first of the re-envisioned ones. That might take me down a little rabbit hole of re-experiencing the series again, so I would go into that in a future video if I do. But I beat the game, and it was kind of forgettable to me, besides the fact that it did leave me wanting more, particularly because it didn't scratch that sci-fi itch. And so I went on Reddit. I went in the Assassin's Creed forums, and I explained, I was like, hey, I'm a lapsed fan, and I'm sort of disappointed that they seem to have gone away from sci-fi, but I was like, can anyone tell me, like, is there anything that focuses on that anymore? And I got a couple posts where they said, yeah, play this game, and this game, whatever. And so it did leave me with some hope that I can still go back and get some of that sweet nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really Mirage for me. It wasn't really Mirage.